Hello, welcome back to my channel, Jen Joy Plans. Today I have a plan with me featuring this exclusive art from Crest Press this year. It's called Candy Cane, and it's just like bright, kind of that retro Christmas vibes. There is like a groovy Christmas art set that I know some people I've seen in their lineups, and it's going to be super amazing. But this, I feel like it has like some retro nods, not so much like groovy, if that makes sense. I feel like there's a difference, although they get associated together. Anyways, long story long, I am going to pair with this kit kind of a hollow mix. So I have some hollow foil bottom washi, and then I laid down sparkly hollow underlays just in the like twinkle roll format. And then I am alternating between blue hollow and pink hollow candy cane underlays from Plan With Me stickers. I honestly couldn't decide, and the last thing I wanted is to get this kit in the mail and then my foil not to be a perfect pair. So I figured, since I was already going to do hollow bottom washi, that just doing one of these colored hollows would just blend all in. And sure enough, it does. It's definitely gives you the hollow vibes, but in my mind, like, I can see that there's two different colors, but I'm sure most people can't once it's all covered up with stickers. Anyways, I just got a mini kit of this when it was her Black Friday sale. I know that Crest Press has really fast shipping, so I knew that I'd be able to get it in time, even if I was just going to back plan. But sure enough, I got it on Saturday, and it is for this upcoming week. So it was literally perfect timing. And when I'm doing this voiceover is on Saturday, like the day I got it, I literally put the base down ASAP, and I have just been playing Planner Catch Up and Planner Get Ahead, and it has felt so good because I have been so behind since you've probably already heard. But nonetheless, I also got these cute quote overlays that I felt like fit the vibe of this kit in blue hollow as well from Plan With Me stickers, who I do PR for, so you can always use my code Jen15 to save 15% off. And here I am. I'm kind of making my own pattern box with the bottom washi. I have just found that I have like saved bottom washi from kits where I've cut it, like Crest Press still does the full bottom, like 30 millimeter bottom washi. And I'm like, I'm not going to pull back up these leftovers. So I remember doing this in the past, and I think I'm going to start doing it more, especially with Crest Press kits when I get the mini kit format. And I just cut and stacked 2 strips, and it made this perfect background for that box. That Jingle All the Way quote is so cute, and it was just a little too busy to cover up one of the boxes. So I don't know. I'm really pleased with that, and I definitely need to remember to do that again, because it was a good tip. I feel like I was not pressed with boxes like sometimes I have felt before, and I think that's because of the funderlays. Like, funderlays have really like spaced things out and given things like breathing room, and instead of just like a bunch of white space. So that's probably what has to do with it. But yeah, I was pleased with this, and the only thing that I am annoyed with this spread, you'll see it in just a minute, is here I am laying my bottom washi, and then my quote overlay, or my bottom washi overlay, is kind of a quote. It says Santa Claus is coming to town in hollow, and I got it from Plan With Me stickers like last year or longer. I don't remember. It's been ages. And the bottom washi, like, I pulled it off, and I don't know like what it is, but this has happened before, and I know it's not like the shop's fault. It's totally user error, but when I pulled it off, I just ripped the bottom washi, and it's just really unfortunate when that happens just in general. But then when it happens on words, it's like, ugh. Like, thankfully I was able to kind of recover it, but you definitely see the big like slash in the middle from where it ripped. And then it happened again with the other bottom washi overlay. It was just like, so yeah, it was just frustrating. But nonetheless, it's just on the right side. You'll see it in a bit. And this week is my last week of school before Christmas break. So I just wanted a fun, bright kit to commemorate. We have Spirit Week all this week with different holiday stuff. And we have our staff Christmas party on Wednesday. And I'm doing like a gingerbread party with my class on Friday. So I put the full box overlay that says 2023 on Friday because that's the last day that I will be teaching in 2023, and I thought that was kind of clever. I was kind of confused, like, why I got the overlays with a 2023, but then I remembered, I was like, oh, this is kind of like the retro one, and I knew I had this in mind. So I'm glad I came back and remembered my original idea, because sometimes those ideas that you're like, genius, I will never forget this, and then you lay down the spread, or this could be literally anything in life, you go back to do it and you're like, what was I doing? What was the purpose behind this? So yeah, I kind of wish that I had some full box overlays, but now that I think about it, my Cyber Monday or like Black Friday weekend order has an order of Blue Hollow, like my little mini foil bundle that I do. And I will be putting some overlays over it. That's exactly, okay, I'm so glad we got to talk this through. So it might be in time for the end when I come back to it, but it might not. And then I found some like little hollow deco pieces in my foil collection to sprinkle in with the top deco, since I know Chris Press's deco is kind of bigger. But you can kind of see the pink and the blue with my lights, kind of not. Hopefully at the end when I share my wiggle, it will all, make sense. But here you can totally see the rips in action. And yeah, I just don't know. It hasn't happened in a while. I think it's user error, but let me know if there's like something I should be doing or if there's a trick or something. But yes, this week, like I said, we have dress up days like every single day, which is just a lot. Like I feel so bad for the parents and teachers, but it's a lot for parents. Like there's a lot of communication and a lot of things being thrown out, whether it's, giving holiday gifts to your teachers, and a lot of them like to do other things. And then our school does like extra, like we adopt one of the recess aides or the lunchroom aides or whatever. Every class gets like a support staff person who doesn't have a traditional class to kind of like sponsor for the holidays. And so then parents are remembering that, and then they get thrown on and like class parties and whatever else. And then they get thrown on Spirit Week the week before break. Like I get why schools do it, but I'm like, that is the worst week. We always get the lowest participation because parents are just so burnt out and they're just trying to survive, because this is also their last week to get all their Christmas stuff done, wrap all their gifts and whatnot, because then the kids are home and, they don't get time. So it's kind of like funny ongoing joke at our school. But yeah, it will be a good week. I'm excited. I'm not super excited for our staff Christmas party. We have to drive to like a third-party location. But it is what it is, and hopefully it'll be good. But that is it for me for this spread, and I will do a little wiggle in a second, and then I will come back afterwards to show you my final spread. I did want to mention I did MIC plans date numbers, and then that December is also MIC plans, which you can also use Gen 15 to save 15% there. And then that little Santa Claus doodle was in a Carly plan sampler, and this is, like I said, my productive sticker day, and I just found it in one of her Black Friday samplers, and I kept it by because I was like, this color scheme goes really well with this spread, so I should pull it in. And I think that's it. I'm trying to think of what else. This kit, the underlays, I feel like I covered it. I feel like this lately in this season of YouTube, I've just been talking through and rambling, but if you want more question and answers and less about the spread, let me know. I'm more than happy to do that as well. I don't know what people like. I feel like sometimes it's a mix. So maybe now that I'm back to like, hopefully back on track with regularly posting and filming, it will be better, but let me know. Okay, let's skip to the end to see the final spread.
This is the finished spread. I really love how this spread came out. There's some of the foil. I feel like all the hollows mixed together really well, and it's like just kind of subtle enough. But this week was kind of like a chaotic but slow week, if that makes sense. It was the last week of school before break, so there was just a lot to do during the work days, but I really tried to just maximize my work days and not stay super late because I had errands to run in the evenings. And yeah, and then I was wrapping gifts for both my kids and like helping them make and wrap their gifts for their parents, wrapping gifts for my team. Yeah, just like all the things. And then winter break started here on Friday. We had a half day, so I was able to stay and tidy up my classroom and leave like before it was dark, and I have not left school before it was dark in so long, and it literally was like the most freeing feeling ever. So yeah, I was excited, and then literally Saturday and Sunday I did nothing, like nothing. I pretty much read a whole book in this weekend. I just like enjoyed my lazy mornings with Sadie. I spent so much time just like cuddling with Sadie on the couch, and it's what my soul needed. I watched Four Christmases with my husband and did kind of like laundry and tidying up clothes that have just like exploded everywhere. Took Sadie on a walk, watched some Christmas movies. Like, I don't know, it was just kind of like busy and then like nothing. That's what I meant kind of by that. But I feel like this lighting is like a little yellowy, so I feel like you're not seeing it in full, but I truly love how this came out, and I am really glad that I picked up this kit. It was just like the fun bright colors for the last week of school. So yeah, that is it for this week. I will catch you in my next video. Bye everyone.